In this 2-minute guide, I'm going to start explaining the 3 different steps that lead towards being a good manager of your work and manager of your learning. And the first step is the organization. And the first step towards success at school is to be organized. It means you know where you keep your books and equipment, know when schoolwork is due, and being able to find things when you need them. It's the foundation of succeeding at school. Now, there are several steps in that process, and the first step is knowing where to keep your books and equipment. Now, you should have a system that helps you stay organized. If you have a room, make sure that all your books and equipment are in one place. This can be on a shelf, in boxes, a filing cabinet, drawers. It doesn't matter what system you choose. It should work, and it should help you find things when you need them without wasting your time. Another thing is you need to use your timetable to know which books you need for school each day, and this is a really good habit to develop before going to bed each day. Have a look at your timetable and pack in your bag only the things you need. Don't carry around stuff you don't need, and by doing this you'll ensure that you don't forget the things you do need, and you don't get in trouble with your teachers as a result. So it's a good habit to develop. Another thing you should do is keep a diary. These are very useful resources that can help you get organized. Diaries have calendars and weekly planners, and they're small. You can put them in your bag, and you can write your homework, write when assignments are due, and develop a habit of regularly writing things and looking them up as well. You should have a study guide or a wall planner, and this is a good spot to transfer what you have written in your diary that stays in your bag to something that stays on your wall in your room or the place where you study, and just transfer dates, and this can really help you look at a glance, see when things are due, and they work really well with diaries. Another thing you should have is a weekly planner, and weekly planners not only tell you when schoolwork is due, but they help you plan your time each week, and they allow you to calculate how much time you have left before something is due. And you should update this every week, and every week is different, I know. So for example, if you have soccer training, or if you have sport or piano lessons or whatever after school regularly, you block that period of time out. But it also allows you to see exactly how much time you have left in other days to do the work that is required. Another thing that is important is to keep your notes organized. It's one thing to have your books and equipment in one spot. It's what's inside your books and the organization of that content that is very important. So you should have separate exercise books for all subjects. You should use headings and subheadings for things you write, and you should always use a date so you can match things. And if you're given separate handouts, which often happens, make sure you write the same date on the handout and the same heading on the handout that you wrote in your book, so it's easy to match. And another good suggestion is to keep a folder with all your handouts together with your book. Yes, sometimes you paste things in, but if you're not required to paste it in, make sure you can find it by keeping it in the same spot as the exercise book for that subject. So these are little tips on how to get organized. There are other things, of course, that you can do, but that's a matter for our next 2-minute guide.